Thank you for Sandy organized the whole event. It's very nice, very similar to Fostam. So today I'm talking about something that hopefully our product and a RISC-V laptop or desktop can be used by Europe or European company to develop RISC-V, not just x86 or ARM. So myself is Liang. I'm a software guy. I run software platforms for 20 years, from Nokia to from Xerox, making first Java platform, to Nokia, and then to Samsung, to Huawei. Well, I'm just a pure software guy before I doing anything with RISC-V, which is hardware. So deep computing is founded in COVID, miserable period of time. But it's a great thing. And because the history is that I work, we use MIPS as the compilers. So RISC is the first RISC instruction. So we turn it into RISC-V, and in just a week, the compiler, that's called Open64. The best vertical optimized compiler used to be used in NVIDIA, AMD before LVM. So what we do, and we make RISC-V end user product and some premium products. We don't make any development boards. But the reason is that we want to get the ecosystem, want to find out why mass production so hard, why RISC-V nobody using it. So I make a lot of, I make most of the consumer electronics from tablet, and David Patterson use it to call his wife, and to smart speakers with AI. It's very slow one. And I most famous, well-known, I make very expensive RISC-V laptops. So the first generation is so $5,000 each. I make 100, and then RISC-V Foundation, RVI give me the best support. They bought 10, and yeah, I don't know why. So and some RISC-V doesn't make money, so it's miserable losing money every day. So I make something fun. So and I make something make money. So I make RISC-V toy, all powered by RISC-V. So now Americans shoot down the Chinese balloons, so those things. Okay, so the problem of RISC-V is SoC is very fun. I keep asking people that where's the mass production chips? Where is it? Where, right? Because we don't know where, right? When we make the chip, design chip, we don't know sell to where. So in the ARM, it's very competitive, very cheap. So 12 nanometer SoC now is selling $10 in ARM space. And RISC-V space selling $100. So it's hard. So, and the second thing, we don't know where the market is. So it's so powerful or slow, your MCU or whatever, whichever segment. We don't know what compute power we use, right? And then the second time, we have a limited resource constraint. Look at here. You know, I would say that if ARM doing a conference, probably I would say 100 times bigger than here. So the whole RISC-V the ecosystem probably all together, manpower all together, not even can beat ARM's one company. So we have limited resources. And we have limited time too. So when we do a startup, usually investment is 4 years. So if you die, you die, you can't go it, all right? So we look, the whole ecosystem really hard, very hard. So the only thing I can think of is AI. Nothing I can do. If you're now trying to raise a fund with no AI tool, you go to hell. They show you the door, no interest. So even harder, right? So we go from model just for the past 6 months, it's just AI upside down, even NVIDIA upside down, right? So why RISC-V is even more upside down, right? From transformer to DeepSeek, and then AI framework, from CUDA, PyTorch, whatever, and then now all the CPP, and I don't know how many CPP now, right? So the whole AI has gone up and down. And then what the system guy does on RISC-V is potting, optimizing, potting, and then never get into the mass-produced markets, endless. So how do we make it? You know, this is the Dai Lu, the chairman, or why we are saying that we have body hell chasing the tail. So why chasing the tail? The application guy waiting for the hardware product. The hardware product waiting for the software system. So just everybody change it. I'm a middle compiler. I try to sell to SOC guys. And the SOC guy, no one buying my SOC. Can you buy me some SOC? So it's chasing the tail. It's very hard. So anyone knows the full development cycle of high-end SOC takes how long? Anyone know here? Just raise your hand if you know. Just a guess. Let me make a guess. 3 years? Anyone raise 3 years? Okay. 7 years? Non-space one. High-end. Mass produce. KK volumes. It's very miserable from IP to SOC to mass product to the end user. It's fucking 7 years. I made a laptop. I made 3 generation laptop. I still using Sci-Fi 7 years ago's IP. So it's very miserable. So now the approach, I think we are fixing it. The whole hardware side is fixing the product. We're fixing it. We prefer the unknown features. So we're going to go by Lego's approach. And lucky, is how we do it. And everything is standard interface, portable, all levels, plug and play. So later we show about it. And then now, we are fixing every level from IP, SOC to product. So we have IP. So we all go for UCIe, go straight to chiplet. So wow, one thing, Lego blocks, because the SOC guy doesn't know what to do with it. All right. So and then die level, PCIe, host device, all put it together. And then the third level, and then from the board level, SOC board level, everything Type C. That's the greatest legislation of European. Type C is the best inversion. What else? So, and then in the product side, we found another startup. They're very good level. We retrofit. So, for example, now one laptop motherboard can turn into a desktop. Very simple, retrofit. And then we have a game console coming. We have another thing coming. Later on, we say the whole product going to retrofit, make the mass market fast. So that is the latest we use, 50 tops, East Wings chiplet. So you connect it together. So it's very powerful. It's now getting usable. It's around, I would say now this chip is complete mid-end of ARM. Anything is equivalent to A73 to 75, 12 nanometers. So you can see that's very nice chips. So, and the bad thing is that you can see I can turn it into the PCIe, AI inference card in no time, and we share. So, we have a NUMA, the whole system NUMA enabled. Yeah, think about it, your host and device can talk together all the time. I can internet over PCIe, anything, the whole thing. The software. Hardware is getting ready now. Software. So kernel on the NUMA side, in the RISC-V side is very unoptimized. We still have a problem here. You can see here, we only usually, the whole desktop runs 4 core, the rest run 8 cores. So we have a lot of issue on NUMA, and then we have a lot of CPP is not ported onto the all the hardware, and then this is just an endless porting. So, but I can't do it my own, and the SOC can't do it my own. All we need to you guys help, right? And the worst thing is that the application, now the hardware, I sorted out Ubuntu, give us support. So they will build all the Ubuntu image for us, support all our device mass production to anyone, right? But the application doesn't. Google is not accepting a patch on the Chromium to support it. VLC is getting into AI, so endless. So what can we do? So I invested in a company, I work with that, I decided to make the motherboard for it. So what happened is that motherboard, we have a very nice motherboard. They can be turned into a desktop, just now I said. It's very standard interface, so I can upgrade it. Yep. And then you can see about it. This year, we have 12, 13, 14, 16 inch. We're all going to majority share motherboards. So make the fast. You guys had to take a look and play around it. So we even have an AI PC. You think about it, then one full block DeepSeek, right? So that is very powerful. This is the most interesting. If people want to use a Windows, and I make RISC-V AI card, DeepSeek card with RISC-V. So people have 2 chipset architecture and plug and play PCIe onto a framework 16. So both you have x86. There's no more excuse not to use RISC-V. All right. So bang bang bang. So all I do. is enable the ecosystem go develop. We fix the software, fix the framework, and all I need to ask you a few things. New innovation, I think you guys do a very technical innovation. I deeply amazed about here. And then the second thing is that I do my bit. I will lower all my product to be compatible, to be price point wise can beat Lenovo and Dell and HP. That's all I had to do. And then the rest, I had to rely on you guys. Use it. Don't talk about it. Use it. Please. If you don't use it, you don't know where the problem is. You can't use x86 to trying to develop and trying to make yourself a frame on a RISC-V. Doesn't know all their problem. A lot of problem. More problem than the good news. So help to make the software ecosystem to be mature. And another thing, open sharing, upstreaming. I think a lot of good guys are doing upstreaming. So, and we make the SoC, make the power for future upstreaming of the kernel is very good, very interesting. So that's all.